Recording.
Hey, pause. What the
Focus.
Who said that?
Who said that?
Zoom in. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Listen up.
Cut that crap. Wagwan. My name is Chaxi Erosh is in the building. We are the Just Kidding podcast and we are live from Ada Creative. Now, Ada Creative is a studio that is at Alchemist. If you are a band, if you are a DJ, if you are an artist, and you're looking for rehearsal space, recording space, or any other thing to do with studio space, if you want to record yourself and hear your funny voice, or your interesting voice, or your bad voice, then www.adacreative.com. You should log in. There's contact details over there. If you say that you are referred by Just Kidding Podcast, you could probably get an offer. Maybe get a cut. See, upenda vitu za free. You know, we are Kenyans, man.
Oh, yeah.
And this is the Just Kidding Podcast, man.
Yeah, and we're also, you know, proudly sponsored by the coffee from Mount Kenya.
Fuck that coffee.
Oh yeah,
Kenya.
this is straight Arabica coffee. God damn it!
Mount Kenya people grow marijuana, bro. You didn't see the guy who was in a weed plantation was arrested and he couldn't see any problem with why he grows a lot of weed.
Yeah, I saw that. I like that guy.
He looks like
shit.
you, though. I don't know if somebody told you.
We're all brothers and cousins.
Anyway, we have the beautiful Anne on the podcast.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, what's up, man? I'm finally on this podcast. Jaikwa. It's my first time.
Man.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
my yellow, man. Shout out to the guys from Masako, always representing the colors.
Representing, always shining.
Shashiba. Shout out Shaklo Gali.
Get into the podcast because Erosh sets all the sound and everything. So as Erosh is setting up, I'm doing stories on IG. She pulls up ugali from her handbag.
But this mbona mjakula breakfast as in I don't get. Sungebeba tu kutoka home sapa ya jana ulimaliza.
For some strange reason today we've been stuck in traffic for like 1.5 hours.
And let me tell you,
and
this bachelor life
asleep.
is not easy. Sometimes unafikiria ubai nini for food mpaka unaenda kumelala njaa. Juu umeshindwa kudecide unataka kula nini. What do you mean?
So what did you eat jana?
I had ugali, greens and mayai. And that's only because I got home. Actually, Kiambu was raining terribly. Because, shout out to Kiambu.
Yeah, yesterday.
It was raining terribly. So when I was getting home, I didn't buy food. But at least my friend was coming. So I buy my eye. Then I got greens from somewhere. Yeah.
Imagine like your bachelor saa zingine wezi nunua nyama kila saa. Saa zingine na buy eggs are cheaper. Because that's the proteins. At least kuna proteins. So si lazima ubuy nyama. That's what I do most of the time.
And then you can't cook anything. Mimi, like, I see guys cook matoke ama nini. I can cook matoke, but for some reason, hizi vitu zina involve kupika. Kupil.
Ask me for.
Tunaweza piliwa kwa nini? Kwa hiyo grocery store.
Tunaweza piliwa na mwenye amekuzia.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got a joke.
Ah, shit.
I have a joke.
I
have a joke.
Yo, bro, let's do a bet before.
Let's do a joke.
Chill. So, because I know you're going to waste a minute of our time, let's do a bet.
Let me just
if your joke is not funny. No, you're doing If your joke is not funny.
It's dry.
Yeah, if your joke is not funny, you are buying me a ticket to the next Soul gig, which is on the 31st at the KFCB. If it's not funny. If it's funny, I'm going to buy a ticket.
To what?
To the gig.
I already have a ticket to the gig.
Fuck you, man.
Nilipe sami ni check atakasi funny.
If it's not funny, you're buying Anne a ticket, not even me. I'll buy myself a ticket.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Kanashi.
Kanashi who?
Kanashika. Turn up.
I have a ticket, yeah?
Anne has a ticket.
I'm sure I was saying atashike your joke.
Bro, that is the most basic bullshit I've had today, man.
Anyway, moving on quickly.
Anyway, listen. So all, you guys were asking me if I've watched Infinity War. Have you guys watched it?
I've not.
I haven't watched it myself.
But you're saying we don't watch it.
Exactly. Because apparently the person who wrote this script
is dead.
was just facing some bullshit in his life.
Because I heard everybody dies in
Exactly.
Infinity Wars.
This guy kills everybody. Bro, how do you kill the Black Panther?
The Black Panther is dead.
Guys in Infinity War.
Umeharibia wase, umeniharibia hata mimi nyama. Chaksi kwenda huko. Angenyamaza, umetuharibia. Honestly, I was going to watch it, but I sija watch any spoilers by the way because taki tu kuharibiwa. I want to go watch it.
Black Panther, you cannot kill Chadwick Boseman. Come on.
But see, they're going to make another Black Panther 2 or something.
Yeah, they're gonna
so
make
it.
But if you've read the comics, those guys resurrect all the time.
Haiwezi kuwa mededi because kuna Black Panther 2 inakuja. Are you talking about real life?
Asinawezi muua. kama atatokea kwa 2 or something.
No, but this is Infinity. Black Panther.
Oh, so it's allowed. Unaweza muua Infinity lakini bado atokee.
I like Black Panther. Man, I don't like Hollywood sometimes. Now nimecatch, man. Actually tuende kuongea juu Infinity War. Let's move on.
Actually I was to watch Infinity War but nikaenda ku watch Disconnect. Hiyo siku nikapata Infinity was too booked.
Did you like Disconnect?
By then nilikwambia storyline siku understand storyline.
Same here.
Hata vile Elisha me was shocked.
Yes, by the okay. Me like story.
But I liked Kate, the actress. Her acting was dope. Me nilipenda. I was laughing.
That was like crazy production. Props to.
But the story, what do you mean guys didn't get the story? What's wrong with you? The story is simple.
Oh, the story is
I can't say the story, but
the story is everyone in Nairobi facts everyone.
It's you guys are just dumb.
That's the story.
You can't even catch small jokes. How can you catch an entire storyline?
Your joke was just lame.
Actually, your joke is so crippled that it doesn't.
Honestly, umeanza.
Anyway,
if you haven't watched Disconnect, it's a great movie. Go watch it. Don't listen to Anne is going through her own things.
No, nimesema production iko poa. Ni vile tu by the storyline, I think they would have brought it out better. Vile walileta, I don't think.
So maybe guys go watch it and then they see how they can improve it.
Me, I'm just telling you, man. I'm saving your time. This Infinity is crazy. They kill everybody. Don't watch that movie.
Taxi Naribia, like
I'm sorry.
How many people when you watch movie?
Unaweza kuona pitia nini in life ndo amwe tu create movie unawa kila mse. Kwani what are you going to?
But all these people are fictional characters who will probably be reappear in some twisted. Do you know how many times Thor has almost died? Last time.
Anakaribia death.
But there's a difference between almost dying and just dying.
I think he's died at least once. And then other people disappear, like the Hulk had disappeared, and then he's back. But then I think the most stupid Marvel movies I've ever watched is the last one. The one before Infinity Wars. What is it called? The one with the stick guy and Batista and a raccoon that talks.
Yeah, that one. Now that you know the movie and you don't know the name, you tell us.
It's this.
Because me, I don't watch movies.
You don't know the movie. You know
I know Black Panther. That's the best.
It's not
Marvel
Avengers.
movie
It's not any of the Avengers.
It's one of the Avenger movies. It's one of the Marvel movies. It has a.
They basically
it has a stick. It has a stick.
Which
Groot.
Stick?
I know the characters. I can't remember the title of the movie.
What stick?
There's
you know
Groot.
stick could mean a lot of
stick ile ya
things.
Thor, kuna hiyo
Oh, stick. Okay, sawa. Mimi
ama ni stick ina ni stick kama ya
samurai. Anamaanisha stick.
No.
Do you mean dick?
The last one
Dude,
they had, the biggest problem
was
that I'm not talking about dicks, bro. I never talk about dicks. Never. On this, you're the only one who brings up dicks
and make Irish uncomfortable.
Yeah, man. I'm like, why do we have to talk about dicks all the time?
Stick.
No, it's because one of the characters in that movie.
He has a green stick, like a
no,
green
one of the
dick.
characters in that movie is like a plant. This movie was so famous. They've only done. I'll remember and then I'll tell you. It's one of the two was one of the stupidest Marvel movies I've ever seen. The storyline was stupid. The jokes were useless.
Better than yours.
The jokes are better than yours, though. That's for sure.
No, you know me. I comment about life. You know, my humor, my jokes are about
intellectual.
Intellectual. You have to be really smart to get them. Thank you. I get you. I see you. You see,
you get yourself, but I'm trying to get you. Ndio usifeel ko.
Whatever. Anyway. Let's move on.
Those Erosh, your jokes be there. Stop making jokes.
I'll be making
Stick
a joke
to singing.
every week. I'll be
singing.
coming with a joke. Ngoja utaona.
Just piss people off. So anyway, someone else who we thought was completely jokes is Msupa S until we had a discussion about her. So now she has a record with Calligraph.
Damn.
Then I got myself asking.
Have you heard it?
Yes.
Is it dope?
Calligraph's verse is sick.
Yeah.
Msupa, she screams all through. Me, but there's a bit she sings, she raps in English and Swahili for like a whole minute, and I don't get a single word. Shout out to her though. This mami is a superstar. I know her music is I'm still trying to understand.
The other first song you showed me was hello. Oh, hello, baby. Guy, a calligraph hapo alikuwa anataka relevance or something.
You know, exactly.
At least people to have something to talk about
him. And, but anyway, shout out to Msupa S. She's a superstar though. Like her confidence is on the next level. Now to this guy who blocked me on Twitter sometimes.
He blocks everyone.
Oh, he blocks everyone.
He blocks everyone. If you just tweet back something that he doesn't support, block.
Then imagine somebody who cannot have a conversation, bro. Because he say whatever he wants to say, but as soon as you get back with something he doesn't like, he blocks you.
Yeah, that's
Talking
how
about none other than Ezekiel Mutua. Now,
Yeah,
I just
turn
signed.
up. Big up Ezekiel Mutua, yo.
So this guy, it's either his backline is reclining so quickly that he doesn't have he can't get a grasp of everything else that is happening, or he's so bored and needs to be laid.
How old is this guy?
He's older than you.
Like he's
pretty old.
our parents' age.
He's probably that age.
He
With
is
kids.
pretty old, yeah. I
Yeah.
think Mutua needs to be laid, like proper. To be
They
laid
should
properly.
give somebody with some experience or some, background when it comes to your
Film and arts
industry.
and
Yeah.
music,
Yeah.
You know, like I understand him. You know, I get him.
Old
do.
people get him.
I get him. You know,
Uh-huh. In
Like-
regards to what exactly?
like you need to be on the news, man. If you want to be on the news, you have to be controversial.
But why would Ezekiel
You know what I mean?
Mutua want to be in the news?
And I'm telling
What
you,
for?
and if you got muscle, flex it. What's the point
he
of going to
has
the gym?
power.
What's the point of going to the gym
If
and
you
then
can- if you cannot flex
wearing
it.
oversized clothes? If you go to the gym, you have to wear something
Tight
skinny
clothes.
and tight, and then people can see you got muscles. Now you'd keep talking about Ezekiel Mutua every week. God damn it!
Is
Damn.
He's
Hata
running.
if can
He's
kusik
on the
relevance
news.
inamsaidia JC.
That's the thing I need to
What is
understand.
he gaining?
See,
Si
maybe
ati
he
ni
likes
socialite.
it. See, maybe he likes, being on
Attention.
Twitter, trending.
He likes
Twitter. You know, trending if you being on the news.
Because I remember when we
As a superstar, kitu
when we
ngoma ina
first-
hit.
when we first talking about Ezekiel Mutua, actually by the way it's true. When we started talking about Ezekiel Mutua, tulikuwa like we didn't think he was serious because some things are too unbelievable to hear
Yeah.
someone that age speak about. Mbaka, we didn't think he was even serious about anything until eventually to like, okay, this nigga is actually serious. So this guy, Larry Madowo did a post about a discussion we had on last week's episode in regard to Rafiki, the movie that got banned. And we were saying the work of KFCB, which is the Kenya Film Classification Board, is to classify movies.
Actually, yeah.
Tell people, now this movie, this content, this song, is for general exhibition. That means it can be played anytime at any whatever platform, right? Then tell guys, now this movie needs to be watched by guys who are only 18 and above. You classify. But them, they go ahead to ban content. In 2018, you cannot freaking
Ban
dictate
content.
creativity and ban content. Fucking classify content, right?
Like it's even making people more curious. People want to now know kwani what's in that movie.
Exactly.
Nini ameban.
Umeban kwa nini?
Eh.
But you cannot ban movies or songs anymore. Just classify. Because if you ban a movie, if it's available on YouTube, how are you gonna ban it on YouTube?
People are watching porn, so sijui anasema. As in, it's so easy for people to access these things nowadays. We just need to be open and talk about them. Ikuwe si ati sasa ni kuban. Aseme, this is this kind of movie, so make sure if you don't want your kids to watch it, zima TV.
PG.
Ama don't take them
Parental
to go.
guidance,
Yeah.
exactly.
What's the point of PG?
Because I'm like, now you ban a movie because it talks about lesbianism. And this is crazy because we still live in a very closed society. Bro, these people live amongst us.
Yeah,
There's-
wamenyamaza tu because now it's not.
There's dudes who are giving other dudes blowjobs amongst us, And there's girls who are wearing fake dick and fucking other girls. These people live amongst us. What the fuck do you mean, man?
So I thought you said that doesn't bother you. Two mummies. Ama when you think of the dick
I know I have a
being
I have
strapped.
a
We're
double
back to
standard.
talking about dicks.
Yeah, we're back talking about dicks, bro. And especially now we're talking about fake dicks.
Oh, fake dicks.
Yeah, and why do people prefer? Because if you do fake dick, it means you like dick. You just haven't been given
You wish
proper
you
real
were
dick,
you wish you were a man.
I think what we should do
Ndio
is
kwenda
get a.
Exactly.
I think what we should do is we should get maybe a gay person
on the podcast.
on the podcast that maybe
But,
they explain to you how that
how that shit happens.
Yeah.
But now that's why we're saying. You see, when Mutua bans a movie because it's based on lesbians,
Yeah.
then he's assuming. Not assuming, he's ignorant of the fact that we need to start having these conversations because these people live amongst us.
Yeah.
You dig?
Yeah. The last time I saw Mutua tweet, which was a long time ago, because I tried to avoid those tweets because they piss me off. He said that Kenya is launching a satellite to space or something, and guys are okay with talking about a gay movie about Amen. That's what he said.
That's how much it doesn't matter to him.
It doesn't matter.
Like it's an
I
issue
think
to him, man.
for a person who's leading an anime that deals with art, the movie, it shouldn't matter what movie is being put out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure if even guys released porn, I'm sure you ban it Kenya. I'm sure on Pornhub it will be trending.
Exactly.
So,
like,
so the point is,
It's just we need to talk about
the guys. You see how they their job is to classify. I think what we need to do to these guys is clarify to them what their
job
is.
description
what the
is.
job description. Yeah, because I think there's a bit of confusion as to what's going on.
Exactly. So now, why he got back is because Larry did a post on the Washington Post in regard to how the movie was banned in Kenya but received well received abroad. So then Mutua responded to Larry, and I'm not gonna quote and quote, but basically
quote and quote. It sounded more funny.
quote and quote. So let me get it. But there was another interesting thing about the Nini.
That whole story.
This about posting where you have to pay money.
So yeah, there's that cybercrime bill, which
we have a cybercrime bill.
So now this is
this is how
chill.
Zimbabwe started. Then they had a minister for WhatsApp.
Chill. Before we digress, this is what it's true. This is what Ezekiel Mutua said, quote unquote. At Larry Mador is a successful journalist, but he is no paragon of virtue. He has no moral authority to lecture anyone about life, family, or godliness. Get a wife, chief, and settle down.
Get a wife, chief.
You know what I think what I've concluded is maybe this guy thinks he is in the Kenya morals enforcement board.
Do we have that?
We don't.
That
maybe
we should create one.
We should create one for him.
But one,
ethics
and
or something,
but one,
or morals.
Anti-corruption, no.
Just
morals.
Because ethics and morals.
Something that is not real. Something like a movie character, a fictional role.
Yeah, we need to give him something.
Yeah, he does not have power to say you cannot watch this movie, but he can say
this movie is
wrong.
wrong.
He can say it, but he cannot implement it.
No, yeah. We can give him the power to say this movie is bad for you.
It's boring.
Immoral.
Yeah, this movie is
it's
boring.
Moral. It has ungodliness things. But but you cannot put him in where he classifies movies. Then he won't show anything because all movies have sex scenes, other than Katikati. Even Katikati has sex scenes. Or the movie I was describing last time and we couldn't remember is Katikati. Yeah. It has a sex scene. The disconnect one, I'm surprised it wasn't banned, and those guys were naked in the bathroom throughout the movie.
No one was naked. Come on, man. But I'm like,
I saw thighs in that movie.
Sex scenes are interesting scenes in a movie. If a movie doesn't have a sex scene, sometimes you get disappointed at the end of the movie when you finish watching the movie.
Especially if you're looking for category romance, and then you go find.
Especially for people like us who don't go online looking for porn. Sometimes it's good to just watch it naturally in a movie, So come on, man.
And how come the new Shades of Grey was not banned?
It was banned here,
but it was being shown in the theaters.
Really?
There's a clean version.
Oh yeah, they erased that version.
Yeah.
But the legit version was banned. Of course, Mutua is around, bro. Don't act like Mutua
don't
is
worry.
dead.
Don't worry.
Don't act like Mutua is
We'll
somewhere.
still find it on Pornhub. No worries. We'll get it.
Then now, Miguna was supposed to get back to the country yesterday.
Where is that story?
Don't worry. So what happened is now Erosh, I'd like you to say what you said on the last podcast. Not in the last, but in some podcast that we recorded, where you were explaining to guys why the government wants Miguna to reapply for citizenship.
Yeah.
Because maybe we need to get that bit.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to repeat?
Yes.
The government.
Yes.
The government said that the guy, by the time he applied, he got his Canadian citizenship. That time he couldn't have two citizenships.
It was still in the old constitution.
Exactly. So what he did, by getting a new citizenship, he lost his Kenyan citizenship. But as a Kenyan, back then you were asked to, if you ever wanted your Kenyan citizenship back,
you could
apply it and get it. Now the new constitution came, it said people can have two citizenships. You can be a Kenyan and a Ugandan because it's possible. Like I've seen it.
So the gap that I want to understand is the old constitution allowed for one citizenship.
Yes.
That means if you lost your Kenyan citizenship to another country,
you
had an option
of
applying. But if we were in the old constitution, you'd have to denounce the other country.
Yeah,
right?
the other country.
So now, here comes Miguna with
Yes.
a Canadian citizenship at
Yes.
a time when Kenya does not allow dual.
Yes.
But now we have another constitution
Yes.
that allows dual.
Both duo.
So what do you have to reapply, or now you are allowed
No,
to have
him,
both?
he had to reapply because he lost it when the constitution was different. So for him, the government says, I was not there, so you cannot look at me like I have all that.
No, yeah, this is now what the
but this is
constitution
what
requires, yeah.
this is what this is a statement that the Ministry of Immigration or whatever department it deals with this thing said, that now he had he needed to reapply for his Kenyan citizenship, which he did not.
But the same people. Now, I'm gonna retract kidogo. Just hold on. I'm not gonna lose you. I know where exactly we live.
You know where you left me. Yeah?
Like the biggest disconnect came in when we as the citizenry started believing that the people in government are the people in power, and we forgot that the government is actually the people.
Yeah.
So back to Miguna.
Yeah.
So Miguna now needs to reapply for to become a Kenyan citizen.
Yes.
But he was cleared by the same officials to vie for governorship.
Yes.
When he was vying, no one was thinking.
Nobody thought to.
When he was vying, he was not causing any problems for anyone. So people looked at him and go like, he's a Kenyan. He looks like a Kenyan.
Yeah, man.
He looks
like,
he
speaks like us.
Yeah, but then the minute he started causing problems, like, wait a minute.
We need to find something.
Yo, bro,
we need to find something.
Bro, you're not even Kenyan. Yo, shut up. It's the same thing and he's telling Miguna. He's telling Raleigh. Larry, guy. Hey, bro, I'm an African. I'm allowed to do whatever the hell I want.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't check it.
I don't have to prove that I'm. I don't have to prove I don't have to prove I'm colonized.
Yeah, English is not your first language. It's not your second language. It's not your third language. It's your fourth fucking language.
Yeah, I don't even have to speak this language.
Exactly.
It's the same thing.
Wait, continue with your story. Stop digressing, man. Continue.
Anyway. I'm not even going to tell you my story.
Come on.
Anyway. Anyway, what the thing is, what I was saying is that. So that's what the government said.
That's why you shrugged.
Larry and Mutua. Rare Mado and Mutua.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same kind of nini. You come at me, I come at you. Yeah. So it's the government coming.
Before you actually come at me, I'm easy with you.
I'm easy with you.
We coexist peacefully.
We coexist. I'm willing to overlook. You think?
May I had a question? Who hires them? Who hires that board? Like, how are they appointed?
Which board of?
Yeah, Kenya Film Classification.
Sasa angalia huyu yako Kenya Film Classification.
But ni poa kujua.
Yeah.
Just story ya Ezekiel as in jumeongelelea so nasema who hires them?
The power lies with the people. If the people decide Mutua needs to go home, the people will go home.
That's why we are going to tag a link to that petition that needs to send Mutua home and disband the whole band. So I'm gonna share with you guys. It's gonna be up on our socials, and the description when you listen to this podcast, look down at the description. There's gonna be a link. Let's sign that petition, man. Let's get this old man out of office.
Can you put a link to this podcast? Tell people sign that petition.
Exactly. So guys need to go out and sign that petition. But now
you need to go there, retweet, repost,
share this.
Share, comment.
But now, back to this Miguna. So now, guess what the epitome of this Miguna return is? It's not even about his return.
This colonialism is real. Umesema epitome. Hey,
Bwana, you cannot joke.
Aliendea huko.
So, let me say a word that is close to you. Guess what the climax of the Miguna's return is? Unaribu bwana.
Unajua hadi hiyo ingine.
Let me bring another term closer. Guess what the highlights of Miguna's return is?
Now you're talking.
So let's do it.
At least I spent my fees properly, right? The highlight of his return is yesterday, because Nairobi County hasn't Nairobi County hasn't had a deputy governor for a long time, since Igade resigned. So yesterday Sonko presented papers of a nomination for deputy governor that had Miguna's name. So he's nominating Miguna to be his deputy governor.
Showbiz.
But I've seen people are still saying he needs to clear the government, the constitution is clear that the deputy governor needs to be a Kenyan citizen.
Of course, you have to be a Kenyan
As in,
citizen.
he has to have that. He needs to reapply for his citizenship.
So,
for him to be
what
that
do you
deputy
guys-
governor.
What do you guys
Wait,
think?
the deputy has to be the governor has to be a
He has
Kenyan
to be
citizen.
Kenyan, and he's not Kenyan now, according
Wait,
to the
I thought-
government.
but I thought you can be you can be a foreigner and still vie for something.
I don't think so.
No?
No,
Nah.
apparently
Not-
constitution is
there's
saying.
positions you
At
can't
MCA,
buy for.
at
It's like saying that we get someone from Tanzania to come become your governor. How?
If you can do the job, most of our people are stealing money from
I
us,
know,
bro.
but looking at it from the assumption is you need someone who comes from your area because they know the area well to represent you better. But
Yeah.
anyway, so what do you
Do you
guys
think? Do you
Should
think?
Miguna
My,
take
do you
that-
think my MCA is representing me better?
Do you don't even know your MCA? So how is he even representing you? Let's begin from there. Do you even know your MCA?
I'm happy with anyone. from
Your MCA
anywhere.
is terrible. That
My
road
MCA
needs
is-
to be
my MCA
to be
is
fixed,
trash.
man.
Ours is doing something. Kahawa, I'm seeing he's working on the drainage. So no.
Hey,
He
Kahawa
doesn't-
is the only place the whole of Nairobi that
No.
has Kahawa is Kiambu, so it's okay.
Yo.
Nairobi doesn't have drainage. It's flooding
Plus, you know,
everywhere.
me, I think, the other day I was looking at, I was observing the water as I was going home. It was raining. You refused to pick me up as usual. So
Yeah.
I had to use a matatu home.
Bro,
which is
I have
just-
a wife and kids.
It's okay.
Man. I
It's
need
okay.
to go home early to my
It's
wife
okay.
and kids.
It's okay. So me, I'm watching the Magi, and I've realized, I've realized the water has decided to take the matter of drainage in its own hands.
It's now going wherever it wants
it's
to.
making its own paths, yani. Imengoja itengeneze drainage. Iko like hapa.
Imengoja sana.
Sasa inajitengeneza kwa kando ya barabara, unaitengeneza kamtaro, maji yote imejiorganize.
Ni
Inapita.
kama
hapo.
niliona msame tweet amesema the potholes in Nairobi have potholes.
Hey.
Like, unagonga pothole
Brother.
iko na gorofa, unapata huko kuna ofisi ya Bonfire Adventures. Mnaenda hill climbing.
Guys.
Lakini pia kuna potholes zingine major in Nairobi because that's CBD. And then kwani zimetoka wapi? Like out of nowhere.
And then you see the worst thing is the drainage is so crazy that when it rains, all the potholes are covered with water. If you're new on that road.
And you can't see. Yeah.
But anyways, now back to Miguna. Before you guys started talking about potholes. So Miguna, this is my thing. For the longest time, Miguna talks badly about the government.
Yeah.
Which he's correct because the government is shitting around.
Shitting around.
Yes. Like they're just taking poos all over the
Shitting around.
wanakunya tu
Kila mahali mazee.
So Miguna has been calling Sonko illiterate, has been calling Sonko
An nincompoop. You know what is a nincompoop?
A what?
Nincompoop.
That's a word.
it sounds like a baboon that has gone to school. So,
Can you even spell it?
anyway,
Nincompoop.
point is
Nincompoop.
he's been saying Sonko is not fit for office because he's illiterate, and then he's a cartel himself. Like we need somebody who is actually gonna come and sort these issues. So if Miguna, I'm waiting to see if Miguna accepts the Sonko's nomination, which is very unlikely according to me. Then guess what? We need to play for him that drop here. You played yourself, nigga. How are you gonna become a deputy to someone who you call illiterate every day?
But who see Sonko ndo aliandika hiyo list, so he wants him to be.
Sonko ndo amemnominate. Like sasa, this is the guy I want to be my deputy.
Aya, after all that bado come nominate.
Imagine.
Lol.
Sasa, and then I look at Sonko. Let's be honest, man. A survey just came out. So we're looking at this paper.
Yeah, he's like
Before Matiang'i, Anyang' Nyong'o would have scored a C+. That means you would not have even qualified for uni. Aya, number 2 comes in at Joho at 53%.
But you do know Anyang' Nyong'o is a professor, right?
He is. I'm talking about performance, not what he has in his brain. How much theory he's crammed to be a professor. Aya, number 2 comes in Joho at 53%. Bro, at least because I've been to Coast recently.
Yeah.
Nairobi is okay. Coast is not clean. It's very dirty. But Nairobi is worse. So at least he's doing something. Then comes in Mr. Sonko himself.
Oh yeah.
The Mr. Talk More, Act Less. The Mr. Cartels every day. But I feel like this guy just uses that word cartel just to get away with things. So he comes in at with a D+ at 44%.
What?
A fucking D+, man. So now this is the person that Miguna with his balls of steel when everyone was afraid.
Bones of
Yeah,
steel.
he's the guy who's been moving. He's moving around like he's a Spider-Man, you know, even before.
The Avengers.
Then this guy, yeah,
He's the one killing everyone.
killing him, and just like swearing in everyone when everyone else is timid.
Hey, my friend.
So this guy,
It's a problem.
if this guy accepts to deputize Sonko, then Mimi, I'm officially done. I'll never talk about Miguna ever.
I
I'm
won't
done.
agree. I think it's showbiz.
Do you know what I think he's gonna say?
Bro, I think it's showbiz, but I'm looking at titties.
Titties!
Let me see.
Titties!
They're cartoon titties.
So are we? I thought it's real, man. No,
What's going on there?
but I saw Nani. What is the name of?
It's this story about that you guys were telling us. This story about these
breastfeeding.
titties are okay, but these ones that are feeding children are not.
Let me ask you. Talking about those fake
double
titties,
standards.
These
Did
are,
you guys see what is the name of this socialite who's a lawyer? Corazon Kwamboka. Have you guys seen that pic of her that is making rounds? She's in a pool with some guy who's grabbed her titties, man.
I don't know.
Grab the titties, not even the ass.
No, then like half of the body is in the water. Like they're in a pool at the edge of the pool. And there's this guy just holding her titties. I'm like, oh,
Does he know those are for her children?
it doesn't matter.
He should.
Hi.
Let me ask you. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Do you know if children, young kids, when a kid is born, if those kids knew just how many niggas have sucked those
titties as
titties before the kid.
Yeah. That's just wrong.
If a little kid knew, I swear, so many kids would have gone without breast milk.
Mami twende ukaoge kwanza.
Where have those titties been? Go wash up.
What? That is just wrong, man. Sijui mbona mnafikiria
But
vitu kama
anyway,
hivyo.
why Erosh is bringing this up is because there's this lady who was kicked out of Olive Restaurant that is located on Accra Road.
That is a restaurant I've never been to, which
Same here.
we are boycotting.
Me, I'm not even stepping foot. So Olive Restaurant kicked out a lady because she was breastfeeding in public, and apparently the waiters who did it felt like it was immoral.
To breastfeed.
Sasa
Kwani hawa watu
atende nje
wamezaliwa
kwanza
wapi?
kutafuta
What waiters
mali ya
are these?
kunyonyesha.
Are these Kenyan waiters? Because hizi ni vitu. Wewe hujaona mtu akibreastfeed?
Hata kwa mat.
They just like whip up the
Hata
kiboob and then
maze.
like nika umepea mtu hiki boob.
Like the amount of boobs I've seen in my life, it's become normal. I might have seen more boobs than friends I have.
Plus looking at
Like I have less friends. I've seen more
You've
boobs
seen more
than the number of
boobies
friends
than-
I have.
like honestly speaking, like I think breastfeeding it's not even like you're seeing the boob, to be honest. You can't see the
Even
boob.
if you see it.
And
Eh,
even
iko
if you
kwa
see it,
mdomo.
it's not really it's
Na
not the
si
same.
tutakuwa hapo kuangalia
Yeah.
she's
Like,
why you
breastfeeding.
staring?
Why even what are
Why
you
you
looking at?
staring?
Yeah. Like I'm telling you, it's not like it's a boob. I know it's a boob, but it's not the same thing.
This
like
is a
that
boob with
contradiction.
milk.
Yeah, this is a boob
It's a
that has
motherly
milk.
boob.
I'm telling you, if you are with whoever and you are sucking the boobs, as you're saying,
Let me
and then
tell
the
you.
boobs produce milk, it stops being a
It's
boob.
over.
It's over.
Hey.
It's
It's over.
over.
Like, you're not sucking a
It's
boob
not
that
the
is
same
It's a
producing
thing.
motherly boob now.
That's different now,
That's
man.
the whole thing. That's a.
Imagine,
Hey.
imagine you're just there giving some shorty a proper foreplay, and you're there, exercising.
So you suck boobs, bro.
I suck.
I know.
I do.
You gotta
Come on.
suck the boobs,
Really?
man.
And I keep saying this. I can't go down on a lady. If you're waiting for me to use my tongue down there, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, like
What
try to please each other.
That's what I'm saying. Mimi, like when it comes to the boobies and all that, bro, let me tell you, man, I'm not even I'm allowed. This is the thing about me. I'm not boastful, but I when it's a fact, it's a fact. So I'll give you a proper titties job, like a proper one. So a proper one, because I know
This
I'm not
podcast
going down.
has become like
No,
I don't know what this
Chaxi, let me
podcast
tell you
has
how
become.
important it's so important for a girl to have, as in foreplay for a girl is so important. If you can't just go, you can't
But
to
wait.
answer penetration without.
Let me ask you. So
Foreplay is very important for a girl. So Vituka is like going down on her. That's like, hey, that's climax
so
of.
So to you, foreplay means going down on you.
No, it could be a lot of things,
Exactly.
but here,
Exactly. That's why I'm like, Mimi, I'm gonna give you proper foreplay, but I'm not.
my
Guys,
point is,
guys,
don't
I
expect
think-
me,
I
Basi, to
thought we
go
were not
down
doing
on you.
sex ed. I thought we were talking about.
This is a topic that has to stir up conversations, whether we like it or not. This is something that makes people just start talking.
We have to finish this.
Yeah.
But
Ah,
chill.
yeah.
Do you know how? Because I know you go down on girls.
What? Because you were there. We were like we were having like a threesome.
It's Nairobi. We
We
have
were
sex
like-
with the same girls.
we were like
Stop
having
assuming.
The
a
same
threesome.
girls.
Nairobi, everyone is having sex with everyone. I keep saying this.
Yo, me
until
and you have
get
not
it.
rubbed dicks.
Huh?
So you need to shut up.
Ama it was an OG in the same.
Ama you are uku
Tell me your
dreaming
matter.
things.
Anyway, Mimi, honestly, I've tried. I know I've gone down on a girl before. Not a girl, a couple of girls. I never liked it.
You didn't like it?
But you do it
'Cause it
because
tasted like salt.
it's pleasure for them.
Bro, I don't know how that
I'm
that's what
about
saying.
to say
Mimi,
Safi.
I can give you like, do we need to do like a vlog?
We need to have more people talking here with their
More
preferences.
people-
Waseme what they prefer.
Yeah, waseme what they prefer.
What they
Maybe
prefer.
Jackson will change his mind. But
I would
basically, me, I'm just saying. For me, I don't think it's an issue if anyone breastfeeds anywhere on this planet.
Yes.
Especially if you're an African, because Africans, that's how we do it. Like
Not
me,
even Africans,
like me,
everywhere,
like
man.
me, my wife will breastfeed wherever the fuck she wants. That baby will get fed. Eh?
Kani
Maybe
maziwa
you
nataka-
are eating lunch and you don't want this kid to eat. What are you saying?
That's why-
Fuck.
Feed a hungry
This is the
child.
worst thing I've ever seen.
And I like
And you know, and I'm sure it was dudes who were like, "Oh, she needs to cover up," and then the ones who were, you know, like, oogling chicks' breasts.
yeah. Na kuna wenye walikuwa wanalamba tu lips wako like shit.
Oh, like I wish I was
I
that
got my
baby.
hands on those brothers.
And those
I'm gonna
titties.
flip them around. Huh?
Anyway.
So, but I'm like, I like the fact that women came out and did a march in Tao.
Yeah.
Not even in Tao, even in Kisumu, I saw the women on the streets, just to tell guys that we can breastfeed at whatever point they want.
Yeah, man. The
And I
babies-
miss breastfeed, man.
It's for the children.
It's for the kids. Do it for the
kids.
children.
It's for the children.
As in, you see how dirty how many, like, people have such dirty minds. You're looking at a mommy breastfeeding, but you're thinking of something else.
Hey,
It's a
you can
fucking
just think
mom,
of
man.
it.
It's a mom. It's the coolest thing ever. Like,
the
But
coolest
no,
thing
but
ever,
let me
man.
ask you, when you see a pregnant woman, have you ever like, ukiona she's
Ah,
pregnant,
it's
you
different.
think
It's
of
the
you
first
think
thing
of
that
that
comes to mind.
situation.
I just go like,
of how
man,
she got
I
there.
know what you did.
Yeah.
I know you were busting them open.
Sophia, don't judge these people who look at the boobs.
Huh?
I'm just saying.
Actually,
but
it's not even-
I think it, but I don't go telling them.
Okay, yeah, you
are
don't go
immoral.
yeah.
Ama, it's wrong.
What do you mean
Why are you
immoral?
Ama, I
pregnant?
know what you did.
Mimi, because you see, I don't
Kwani
think
all those chicks who have seen were pregnant, Kwani they're like married
I don't
according to
think-
Christian standards.
I don't think I judge pregnant ladies, but definitely I'll
I
be
know.
like,
Yeah, be like,
I know
hey,
what you
you did it.
I know
You
what
did
you know,
it.
like you know that's evidence.
yeah,
That's That's for sure. There was action.
Wanaita exhibit.
We
That's an
know
exhibit.
That's exhibit A. Like you cannot say, oh, you know me, I'm all clean.
I'm a
and
virgin.
shit.
Oh, Mary, Mary.
okay,
This
You
okay.
can't claim
Virgin
Mary
Mary.
anymore.
You know you can walk around and go like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
And what is that?
Even if
What?
you did it in the morning.
Yeah.
What if you're pregnant?
What is sex?
Yeah,
We
if you're
know-
pregnant,
we know for sure.
there's someone who came inside,
Some
man.
idiot was in
There's
there.
some nigga whose pull-out game is on
Was
point.
What do you
No,
mean,
it's
boys?
weak.
It's weak
That's why
as
it-
hell. And then it doesn't use protection. So we know, one, you don't use protection. Two, your nigga doesn't pull out. Three, you're just irresponsible if you're not planning on
Wait.
having that baby.
If you're not married.
If you're not planning on having the
Yeah,
baby.
pull-out
Yeah, oh,
game
yeah.
is weak.
Planning.
I get it now.
Marriage is a
Confused
whole
that.
different thing in 2018. Do people still do that?
People still get married, yeah. People still get married.
People still do that.
Yo, do you know it's so funny? The last wedding I attended, I must have been in Form 2. Back in 2010.
At I don't have friends I've known who
Hey,
have
Josie
gotten
and I
married.
went
And
to
so
a
many
wedding.
people have kids.
Yeah, I see kids everywhere, including my friends. I see kids everywhere. I'm actually surprised
But
Erosh doesn't
hawakukuita
have a kid.
married.
Me,
I'm so surprised.
It's the grace of
I'm
God.
so surprised.
You know,
Do you know how long it took for me to insist that this guy has to start having protected sex? Even buying him CDs.
Yo, bro, what is this? What is
I
this?
got you, bro.
What is this thing you're saying? You're making it look like you have such information on my
If you
sex
two,
life.
if you two are together and you're sure you can go raw if you want.
So you.
As long as
wait,
you get there's family planning these days.
But for real though, do you have raw sex with a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Hey!
We live here, we live.
Yeah, she's single, guys. You can hit.
I'm looking for girls the age of 20 to 25.
God
Yeah.
damn. Anyway.
That's
but-
me trying to get myself off the hook.
I see
Nispata
you.
But no, if you're dating a guy, I think you can. If you two are exclusive, you can decide
But how
to
do
go
you know
raw.
at this age?
There's family
at
planning these days,
but,
Chaxi. You
in this
can
age,
take
how
pills.
do you know if you're exclusive?
If you're exclusive,
Yeah, that's the
you will
problem.
know.
That's the problem.
If you
there.
are exclusive,
Yeah.
you will know.
How?
Ama, you're asking the other person, you'll know if the other person is
yeah.
being Oh.
That's what I mean.
How do you know she's not
How do
with
you know
someone
she's-
else?
No, that you can't know. I thought for yourself. For yourself, you can know if you're
And
exclusive.
especially
Oh, yeah,
or not.
for-
after we
yeah.
concluded that in Nairobi everyone is having sex with everyone. How do you know?
But everyone is not having.
How do you know she's not,
How do you know?
or he's not out there with
Well,
someone
What do you mean?
else?
How do you know everyone is having
you
sex with
pray.
everyone?
I'm telling you.
Do you need to know if you're having sex with the same people? How do you need to know? You don't need to ask.
You just know.
You just know.
Anyway, we gotta conclude, man. Shout out
There's
to-
family planning.
Uh-huh.
There's all that.
Yeah.
Even for guys, I hear now.
Jikinge,
Now I
jikinge.
hear now there's P2s for men.
Or you can
Fuck
get
that shit.
Or you can get a vasectomy. And then there's PEP if you don't want to get AIDS.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah. So I think we need to conclude because this podcast has digressed into
Things
so
that's
many
what
different
left.
directions.
This needs to be extended to
I
another
think
episode.
what we need with that whole thing about foreplay, we need to put it in a minor and Kingang kind of show. Then we'll decide
Yeah.
or something like that. Then we can have that topic. But for me, I'm done, Maze. That has to do with somebody. I'm done.
This is how tell girls where they can find you then.
You cannot find me anywhere this week. I don't have any shows.
Yeah, but you don't have any shows this week for real?
This week, no. My next show is on at Two Rivers. You know how we do it. This week I'm just writing music, so you can pop by the studio 88 Creatives and see what we're doing, and we can catch up and chat and things like that.
When is that show?
On the 31st of May.
Bro.
That's first same day with the
This
Sauti
case,
Sol.
Sauti Sol is playing at Nini. You
Yeah.
know, I've even
It's
had...
during the day.
I've
But
even
Sauti
had...
Sol will probably play late, so I'll go to my show,
What time is the
kill
show?
it, and then go to Sauti Sol
What time is the show?
from 6.
Perfect. So we'll come to Rivers, then go to Sauti Sol.
Yeah,
Guys,
but
give
then-
me a ticket, bado.
Yeah, he has to give a ticket. Sauti Sol.
Glory.
Because he failed.
Glory.
I had to cancel because we've been asking for the next Sauti Sol gig after all these records.
Yeah,
So I'm cancelling my trip for that gig, man.
you can't.
Straight up, yeah.
Anyway, shout out to Kanye as always for always tweeting and retweeting. Shout out to everyone who listens and comments and and gives us material and tells us that what we didn't get last week. Last week we didn't know the movies.
The movie, yeah.
So guys
I saw
are
in the
comment-
comment sections, guys.
guys were
giving
like,
us feedback on the
yeah.
movie, man.
So shout out for you for supporting the Kenyan industry. Remember, we are going to share the petitions. Please sign
the
it.
link.
Sign that shit.
We need your signature, your
Yeah.
digital signature, to get Ezekiel Mutua out of office.
Yeah.
And have the role of KCFB,
No, KFCB.
Kenya Film Classification Board, KFCB,
Yeah.
and their role.
printed on like manual so that they
Yes,
can read it and
even if we
understand
need
it.
to have it on our foreheads for them to read it long enough for them to understand what exactly their job is. Exactly. So Anne, shout out to you for coming. If you want to say anything about yourself, these guys, tell them where to find you online.
Yeah, you can find me at
Tell them
Andede.
If you
Okay,
if you
say
lamba
Andede ni
lolo,
Andidi.
tell them if you lamba lolo.
At Lambangi Lolo.
Hey.
Akichaksi wewe. Utaniaika hapo mbele yako.
Tell guys.
Okay, so you can find me at Andidi, but I also sell jewelry. That's at K Jewelry. But I sina stock mazi. I've not restocked in a while.
I
So,
wish you had video.
but wacha tu. Niseme K Jewelry, you can find me there. If you have any type of jewelry you want, you can order with me. Then nakutafutia. Mimi ni your middle guy. What you want, I give it to you.
What
What
you
you
want,
I got what you need.
That's what she said.
I got what you need.
Anyway,
Yeah.
find me online at that guy Chaksi. That is on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I don't do Snapchat, but you can DM me on Instagram if you want to send me some interesting things and if you want to do that thing. Anyway, until next week, peace.
Ow.
Hey, pause. What the
Focus.
Who say that?
Who said that?
Zoom in. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Listen up.